In this culture, we have never had one authority to spread spiritual process because this is the only culture on the planet without a religion of its own. This is a land which clearly understood God is our making. That's the reason why in this culture God is not the goal. Mukti is the goal, liberation is the goal, ultimate freedom is the goal. God is never the goal. You are using God as a stepping stone if you need it. You can grow with God or without God. This is the only culture on the planet where in any of our Indian languages, there is no word for a heretic. Because we never thought anybody is a heretic. We never imagined that there can be somebody like that. Because we did not have any established belief system, everybody can do their own thing. Most plural and democratic process for thousands of years. When Mark Twain visited India, he spent 2.5 to 3 months in India. There's a book about his travels. Along the equator, he traveled around the world. So, he said, anything that can ever be done either by man or God has been done in this land. This is one of the best compliments India has ever received, and that is so. In terms of understanding the mechanics of how a human being is made and what we can do about this, nowhere else has anybody looked at it with the profoundness that it has been looked at it in this culture, nowhere else. I'm not saying this being biased that I'm born in India so I have to boo-boo-boo. This is not about you being Indian or not Indian. This is about a profoundness of knowledge which is gone awry, lost its tracks or losing its tracks slowly. Unless we put it back on the right thing, humanity will lose something tremendous. Because today we know how to call on the phone and talk to somebody in America, but we do not know how to communicate with this one yet. Our communication technology, information technology has hit the ceiling. But what information do you have about the nature of your own existence? Nothing. We know how to do many things, we can go to the moon, but you don't know how to simply be here. So, this technology of inner well-being has been explored with absolute profoundness. This knowledge should not be lost. Only if this knowledge flourishes on this planet, material and economic well-being will translate into human well-being. Otherwise, you will have everything and you will have nothing. Just to give you an example, what's happening to India right now. When the Deepavali came in South India, about 127 crores worth of alcohol was sold on one day in Tamil Nadu. So if money comes, they're going to get drunk and stay in the gutter. 42% of the Tamil Nadu's population is going diabetic. So if money comes, you will buy disease. So if economic well-being does not translate into human well-being, it's meaningless. Moving from poverty to affluence is a hard journey. Whether it's for an individual or a society or a nation, it is a hard uphill task. After you get there, the deception of it, you work hard all your life and get there and all you get is a disease. All you get is addictions, all you get is misery, all you get is broken minds, all you get is stress. It is a great deception. So when people achieve economic well-being, human well-being also should happen. If this has to happen without an element of spiritual dimension in them, it cannot happen. They may be following an organized spiritual process or by themselves they might have found something. But without an element of spiritual process, there is no way anybody can translate economic well-being into human well-being. This must happen. As economic development happens, it is very important parallelly spiritual possibilities are widely available to every human being, otherwise life will deceive you in such a bitter way.
A beggar was sitting by the side of a road. When he saw a stranger walked by. He asked for money, and the stranger said to him, "What is that box you are sitting on?" The beggar replied, "Nothing, just a box, empty old box." The stranger then said, "Have you ever looked inside it?" The beggar replied, "What's the use? I told you there is nothing inside. It is just an old empty box. I've been sitting on it for as long as I can remember." But the stranger did not stop asking the same question. He said again, "Have you even opened it once?" "No," said the beggar, "and I don't want to. I know there is nothing inside." "Please have a look, I request you," said the stranger. The beggar was a bit shocked, and he finally gave in. He thought, "Let me just open it and get rid of this stranger who is troubling me by asking me the same question again and again." The moment he opened the box, his mind got filled with disbelief and elation. Disbelief because he had always thought that the box was empty and that there was nothing inside. But now when he opened it, he saw that the box was filled with gold. His joy knew no bounds. He was not a beggar anymore. Now tell me, who is the stranger in the parable? It is the spiritual master. And I can hear you say, "But I'm not a beggar." Those who haven't discovered their true nature beyond this body-mind complex, those who haven't realized their divine, infinite nature, are beggars. People look for scraps of pleasure in the external world, forgetting that the true happiness, the eternal joy, exists within them all. They only have to look inside and discover it. What you experience in the external world is the short-lived pleasure, but what exists within you is the eternal happiness, the happiness which has no end. What you experience in the external world in the form of pleasure is a pale reflection, a very pale reflection of the true joy that is present within you. Once you taste the joy of your being, once you taste the happiness of your true nature, you will forget all pleasure. And this is not to say that you cannot enjoy good food, you cannot visit a beautiful place. No, that's not what I meant. What I mean is, you must recognize the temporary nature of happiness that this world gives you. It cannot fulfill you. That is the whole problem. You think that this world will make you happy. You think that this world will fulfill you. No, it can never do that. This world is not here to make you happy, nor is it here to give you the sense of fulfillment. It's here to make you realize who you truly are beyond this body-mind complex. That is the whole purpose of this world. Now, here is a little practice for you. Whenever you experience any happiness, try to locate its source. Try to know where is it coming from. What is its source? The reason may seem to be the pay hike or anything, but where do you experience this happiness? You experience this within yourself. Something happened outside and it created happiness within you. Just think about it. Did the happiness come out of money and went inside you? Once you deeply think about it, you would know that all happiness that you experience from the things of this world has its source inside you. It is in the real you. But you are unaware about it. You are ignorant about it. So it seems to you that the outside thing brought you happiness, that the external world made you happy. So stop being dependent on this world for happiness, because the source of all happiness is within you. It is you, the real you. Recognize it, discover it, and be free forever.